Hey guys, it's Sunday night. I'm just going through making sure I have everything done for the week and ready for the next week. And I forgot to show you what I worked on this week for the nature walk. I did a 2-page layout and a card, and I already had a couple cards done. So I wanted to go through and show you those so that you can see what I did. And I want to see what you did if you did anything with the nature walk. So let me flip my screen over. All right, here we go. I have so many things open here. Okay, so here we go. My screen is having a little, there we go. All right, so this is the page layout that I created with the nature walk. Um, I had some leftover stickers from the workshop. So I use those, and I use some stamping and different techniques along the way. So what I did is I actually went through some of my old close to my heart books, found a layout that I liked. Let me show you the layout. I have it right here. Um so that you can see what you start with. I love these little page maps. So this is what I came up with. Pattern number 27. This is what I started with. I love that it tells you how to cut it, and then you can go from there. Mine is pretty much the same. That's a little different, but it's using a lot of the things that were the different papers. Um, in this suite, I used some stamping, I used some die cuts. This was really fun. You guys, this is the washi tape. Some of you have seen the washi tape that was in the main catalog, the annual catalog that was multiple colors, but this is really fun, and it is just florals and leaves in gorgeous colors. So you can do that. It is gorgeous, and it has a matching die. So you can go ahead and die cut those out, or you can do the stamp that matches. So I did all of that. I used the die that came with the stamp sets, everything that was in the suite. I added another stamp that wasn't in the suite. Used a little embellishments. Again, I had just a few leftover pieces from the workshop, so I used those just to give it a little something. Did a little die cut here because the die cut came with the leaves, so I cut some of the leaves apart. I could have inked them. I did some inking in the background, just to give it, to fill in some of that space. Again, over on this side, I used that washi tape with some, oh, my little leaf came undone underneath here. Let me stick them back in there. Added some embellishments here just to give it a little more wow. This is a 5x7, and these are 2x2s. And it says on this day, and I figured we could do some journaling right in here. But it's a great big world out there. Isn't that? I think it turned out great. I really like the colors. Um, on this one. And this is Cloud Cover is the background color. So that's the in color for 25 to 27 is one of those in colors. Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock. This is, again, this was using the same cloud cover. This is the light side, this is the dark side. So instead of what, 40 colors, we have really 80 colors. So this is the card that I also did for this week. It doesn't look like this one does. So if you're looking at this pattern paper pack here, I didn't use any of these. It just didn't work in what I had planned. But I did, like I said, I used the stamp and I used the die cuts and the gems. So this one, what I did on this one was kind of fun. I used my color wheel. Mm-hmm. The color wheel. So Balmy Blue I figured was probably the closest color in this. So I went and I did my triadic. So here, went over and it was Real Red and Poppy Parade and then Lemon Lolly. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see what we can come up with. So this is what I came up with was using some of that balmy blue in the background with some leaves, some flowers in that red, the Poppy Parade, and I think I used Real Red, the sediment, and then look at just a couple little bits of yellow in there on those jewels, and then it opens up. So this was my unexpected card. I needed some inspiration. It doesn't really look like this nature walk feels. So I wanted you to see that one. Um, these are a couple that I had shown you. This one I got from an upline. Oh, not that way. This way. This is a trifold card. So very cool. Fun folds are so cool. And a lot of times they look way harder than they really are. So there's that one. And then this is one I had done back in January for a make and take at an event that I attended. So you can kind of see how it works there with some inking around the edges and then some embossing and using different techniques. So it worked out really cool. So these two kind of have that same feel of this as well as the pages just by the color, where this one really stood out. So again, if you're like, I want something different, remember this Color Coach color wheel. It works really good. Now, I know we've added some colors in here and that type of thing, but you can figure out where they belong. If it's some of the newer colors, are they in the green, yellow, green? Are they in the green? Are they the blue, green? You'll be able to figure it out just by looking at the colors, and you can use, so you can go in between. I could have totally done a complementary color to Balmy Blue, which would be straight across, but I didn't really want to do pumpkin orange or pumpkin pie, right? Balmy Blue, straight across. Yep. I didn't really want to do pumpkin pie. I wanted something different. So I used the triadic. Analogous would be the ones that are very similar on either side. Monochromatic, all the same color. Complementary across. I hope you learned a little bit about the color wheel and had some fun playing with the nature walk. Next week is Cute as a Bug. So we'll see what we can come up with this week for that. Take care, guys.